Morning, it's 5:20, sunrise in about an hour and 10 minutes. Just parked off the Pedder Pass, so the plan is to hike up to the car park, then on to Crib Goch for sunrise, and then up to Snowdon. It's currently pitch black, so head torch is needed. See you in a bit. Sun's up. Snowdon, first light touching it, beautiful. Nearly at the summit, Crib Goch. It's taken me about an hour and a half to get this far. I am knackered. What views! Incredible views, absolutely incredible. So up on the summit of Crib Goch, which is this ridge, precarious knife edge ridge behind me, leads up to Snowdon. You got Llanwyn down that way. Sun's just risen. What an incredible sunrise. I'm gonna stick the drone up before marauding along the ridge and up to Snowdon. Let's send it up. Now Crib Goch is one of 6 routes up Snowdon. It's probably the most difficult and really should only be tackled in incredible conditions like today. Fine weather, dry, low wind. You should never tackle it when it's windy or wet, and if you do tackle it, you should have the proper equipment and proper know-how and be competent enough to be able to scramble along a grade 1 ridge. Do not come up it if you aren't confident with heights, because the drops are pretty severe. So reached the summit of Ynys Sandwyn, which is only sort of 20 metres below Snowdon. Absolutely beautiful hike up Crib Goch. Onto the summit we push. summit of Snowdon. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now I've got to say, that's the quietest I've ever seen Snowdon. I've only been up a handful of times, but each time the summit's just been Sergio Ramos with people, seagulls. It's just so underwhelming. The views are spectacular, but when I hike, it's the atmosphere on the summit, the environment that makes it for me, and that was incredible. I don't think I'll ever get a summit like that again. Clear skies, beautiful sunrise, and incredible views. Now, just descended down the Watkin path, comes on the side of Snowdon, currently above Ynys Llandwyn. You've got the Snowdon horseshoe that runs around there. I'm going to drop down a Crib and rejoin the miners track and gather the car. So making my way down the miners track, headed back to the car, and just had an incredible hike. You know, magnificent sunrise, traverse the Crib Goch, and then panoramic snow-capped vistas from the summit of Snowdon. Can't beat that. But one thing that struck me today is just how quiet it's been on this mountain. Now Snowdon, one of the busiest mountains in the UK. It's not one I usually come to, just because of the crowds. You know, the summit's a bit like Mad Max and the Thunderdome at times. Stag groups, people queuing for the summit, litter and seagulls everywhere. But for me, when I go hiking, I like to escape the crowds, and the grand allure is lost just to all the people. But today, completely different. You know, barely a soul in sight, maybe past 30, 40 people the entire way. Incredible. And yeah, I'm on the miners track now, midday on a Saturday, and barely a soul in sight. Long live lockdown. Anyway, heading back to the car now. Seek out a waterfall and have a wild swim. So we've come down to the Watkin Pools for a little refreshing dip. These are a series of natural plunge pools and waterfalls situated just off the Watkin path, which runs up to Snowdon. These are some of the bluest and most impressive pools I've ever seen. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to get in, although it looks absolutely freezing.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
So just on my way back from the Watkin Pools, there are a series of natural plunge pools separated by several spectacular waterfalls. What makes them so impressive though is how clear and how blue the water is. It's incredible. I've never seen anything like it. The pools are located just off the Watkin path, which is one of the routes up to Snowdon, and it's around 20 minutes or a mile walk from the village of Plasgwynant, where there is parking, ample parking. But even if you aren't taking this route up to Snowdon, it's definitely worth stopping by the plunge pools for a dip or just to look at them because they're incredible. I did go in and it was absolutely freezing. I temporarily became a woman, but warmed up now, and I'm gonna head over to Anglesey for sunset. So here I am on Ynys Llandwyn, which is a small tidal island located on the west coast of Anglesey. Now Llandwyn means the church of St Dwynwen, and St Dwynwen is the Welsh patron saint of lovers. And if you guessed it, the island has a church in her namesake. Now this tidal island is probably one of the most spectacular beaches and locations in all of Wales. It's situated just off Newborough Forest, which is a gorgeous 2-mile stretch of beach, and it looks back towards Snowdonia and the Llyn Peninsula. It's absolutely beautiful. Parking is available in Newborough Forest, and it's a short 1-mile walk to the island. And it's also an incredible place to watch the sunset, which I'm gonna do now.